So, anyone who doesn't know anything about Solomon Kane, he's kind of the original witch hunter. 16th and 17th century, he's a Puritan Englishman, very driven about killing darkness. He's not a very deep guy. In fact, he's really kind of very driven at just eliminating oppression, evil, be it ghouls, demons, wolves, necromancers, beasts, even just pirates or brigands. Any of this stuff, Solomon essentially spends his entire life just trying to purge evil everywhere he goes.
So everything that he just doesn't trust.
Exactly. Now, he was written by Robert E. Howard, the same guy that wrote Conan the Barbarian. So he did 15 short stories. So this is a book example. So it's just nothing really too much to see, but you can see some of the art. It's a lot of sword fighting, a lot of him taking down evil and cruel men and bringing good and light into the world. But the thing about Solomon is he's kind of like a Punisher. And he's not really deep. He doesn't
I like that reference.
Yeah, like he dishes out his own justice. He doesn't really think about where the rest of it comes from. So we're bringing it to a cooperative game where instead of everyone just playing as the man himself, Mr. Solomon Kane,
there he is, guys.
This is painted by Seb Levine, who's a wonderful, wonderful painter. He's really picked out both. I don't know how he paints black so well, if I'm honest with you. He's flaming amazing. But he's also got the scenic bases, and every single mini in the game will have a scenic base.
Okay.
So the idea is Solomon.
Really? I haven't really seen that.
No. So I'll put one of our little injured travelers beside as another example.
So I don't have to do this actually.
Nope.
It is going to come into the game.
Every single mini. There's going to be over 100 unique sculpts in the game. Because the books are so focused on characters, we don't want to have too much duplication. Obviously some pirates and brigands and stuff you may see, but there's a lot of horrible villains and beasts and monsters that we want to bring out. And because he goes to Africa, to Germany, to England, to France, we want these scenic bases to bring out those places he's going to. So you have that on there already.
Yes.
But of course Solomon Kane is just one guy. So rather than having everybody fighting for Solomon Kane, the players play as part of his belief. He's a Puritan man and he's driven by faith. So the players
We're his disciples.
Exactly. So the players actually play as cardinal virtues.
Yes.
So the one I like to show off first, everyone will be really familiar with. This is justice.
We have like the skills.
Exactly.
Skills of justice.
Exactly. The blindfold with the scales, something everybody recognizes. And then justice is all about being fair, talking to people, being really not judged by Solomon but judged by the law. However, contrary to that, you have courage. And courage fights with the sword. Courage tries to get Solomon to kill anyone that stands in his way. And players are going to impact Solomon in his decisions. And in counterpoint to these guys, we've also got prudence and temperance. Prudence is all about keeping Solomon out of danger, making wise decisions, while temperance is trying to keep him with a clear mind. So he catches traps, he outwits enemies. And the idea,
they are trying to stop him from going crazy,
it's a balance because sometimes courage is needed, sometimes the sword and the pistol are needed, but sometimes a cooler mind is needed instead. So exactly. So in the books obviously you have just a linear path. What we are doing is through these cards that we bring these forward. Each time you play Solomon Kane, you'll have a story. You can't help but look. I love it.
I have to look.
So this is a sample of 4 chapters that make up a short demo scenario. So it's a panorama of England, and you always start with a story. And the story gives you a little bit of flavour that tells you what's happening, and it gives you a potential 2 outcomes in this case, depending on what you decide to do. So it'll tell you to go to chapter A, or 2A, or chapter 2B. So you'll have 2 potential chapters that you may go to next, with 2 different separate outcomes. And 2 different. By the time you get to chapter 3, you can have up to 4 different things actually happening on the board.
So paths to go.
So I'll give you a very simple example, a very high level example. Let's say a pirate has a girl captive. I'm holding Anna captive, and Solomon's got to decide, what am I going to do?
We need courage.
In the book, in the book, he slays the pirate. But I'm playing prudence or justice. I don't think we should kill him. We should negotiate with him, talk to him, get him to release the girl, let the town bring justice to the pirate. So we change the story. We have a different chapter. You don't have the same short story that's in the book. You have your short story. There was 15 stories in the book. We're doing over 32 different adventures because we've been allowed to write our own.
And that's going to come into the base game box, or is that also Kickstarter?
So it's a Kickstarter on the 12th of June, and that will include add-ons as well. And here's why. He went to Africa, England, France, Germany. So we're going to be having African gorillas, we're going to be having big, huge beast tribesmen that he interacts with. We're going to be having American mythological beasts as well. So he never went to America.
The American gods.
Well, that would be
just pitching the series. It's really good.
I'll get onto Amazon Prime really quickly and say, Neil Gaiman, man, let us do American gods. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? But no, So we're thinking more if he met the Native Americans, for example, of the 16th century, and they didn't fear werewolves, like things that we had here in the UK, for example. They feared skin monsters and their own kind of wendigos and things of the Americas.
Exactly
that.
So wendigos are so scary.
We're going to take Solomon there, which he never did in the books, but we've been very lucky with the licensor. They said go nuts.
That's so great. That you can just let your imagination flow and think like, how would Solomon do? How would Solomon deal with wendigos?
Yeah. So if you know the stories, you already know them. You can play through them, and change them. If you don't know the stories, it's all going to be new for you. But there'll be new content no matter what. That's it in a nutshell.
Okay, and it's going to be on the 12th of June, right?
12th of June on Kickstarter. We're running right through the start of July. 10 days away from now. Well, from when this is being filmed, of course.
Are you already stressed a little bit?
Yes, there's a lot of. We're very, very manically panicking. No. It's, to be honest with you, we're actually very much in hand. To give you an example, we've done 50 events around France, Belgium, the Netherlands, and UK already with the prototype kits. So our ambassadors are out there demoing the game for the past month, and they will be demoing the game for the next 2 months. So the game is ready and playable in a kind of prototype form.
And when you pack it, how long do you have to wait to play it? Because that is the thing I want to know. When can I play more than this demo?
You can play it right now. Okay, no. So essentially, it's the normal Kickstarter time. You're talking about 9 to 12 months afterwards. So we think at UK Games Expo next year, we'll hope to have it in people's hands. That kind of roughly time, because these are the things.
Because probably just with Joan of Arc, you're going to get millions of dollars in there.
If you back the dragon, yes, you have probably about 40 kilograms of game coming your way. This will not be that large. I can tell you right now. Solomon Kane will be more around like $110 for the core plates, so much more reasonable, and around the kind of $330, $340 for the all-in as well. So it's not going to be quite as large as Joan of Arc, but you will be getting a lot of game.
My pocket is going to like that. It's not going to be emptied.
I'm sure we'll produce something else that we can get you to back, Anna. Don't worry.
Oh God.
Thank you so much.